Hello, welcome to Cooking with the Munoz family. I'm Amber Munoz. Sorry, it's been quite a while. We're actually going to be doing two different meals today. We're going to do a smoothie and also a salad. So, first off, let me go ahead and get my blender here. Now, this blender is, I would say, is safe for kids, regardless of age. This is the Nature Bullet, so it's really safe. The blade does face up, but it will not turn on until the lid is on there, completely sealed and tight. So I will talk about this little blender a bit. The little blender, it's great for doing smoothies and everything. Very healthy. You do have to add some kind of liquid like milk, juice, or water into it. It's not that big of a fan on ice, but it can chop up some ice if it need be. It prefers frozen fruit, like again with liquid. And also on top of that, it does not like chopping up spinach. So if you're going to be making like the green smoothies that has spinach in it, I would not recommend that because of the fact that it won't chop up all the frozen veggies all the way. And also the spinach will get caught in the blades. Luckily the blades are not very sharp, but still, they are not at the greatest. So it's not a fan of frozen spinach if you decide to put that in there. So let me go ahead and show you the bag of veggies to put in. This is a pre-made set. So the one I'm going to be chopping up today is a red fruit smoothie. I really enjoy these. It's nothing but frozen fruit, of course. So it's got frozen strawberries, bananas, black sweet cherries. I love cherries. Grapefruit and cranberries. So it has a lot of healthy antioxidants in it. So for someone who's like in my family, they need the fiber, but are and it has the healthy sugars and stuff like that. But I mean, it keeps the blood sugar. Keeps the blood pressure down. And it has and you don't have to add any sugar to it or anything. So because the fruit already has enough sugar of their own. So on this bag, I'm going to be adding some milk to it. So let me go ahead and open this bag. This one bag, as you can see in here, that's enough to actually fill up the little NutriBullet. So one bag, and this is a Walmart brand, so it's fine. But one Walmart brand one is enough to fill up the bullet. So let me go ahead and get that, the top portion of the bullet and everything ready, and we'll set it all up. Okay, we're back. And so here's the part for the magic bullet. So as you can see, it's going to be used in this direction. This is safe. So as you can see, I'm like really trying to cut myself with it and it doesn't do a thing. So it's safe for little kids to touch it to handle. So if you have let's say a first grader, if they wanted to make a smoothie, this is the perfect item for them to make a smoothie with. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and pour the fruits. Whoop. It's a little frostbitten because it's in the freezer for a bit. It's a little crowded. Normally it's not this crowded from the bag. So that's everything from the bag. No extra berries or anything. So I'll just press that down. So you can see all the fruits are in there. For this one, I'm going to add some extra antioxidants to it. So I'm going to put some Ocean Spray cranberry juice already there's enough sugar in it because of the Ocean Spray brand. But it's good for kidneys and everything. So, and since even though this is warm, the ice from the fruits are going to make it nice and cold still. All right, so you want to give it up to the mix line. I'm also going to add a little extra. This is personally for me, not for anybody else. They don't have to do this, but I'm putting this in here. This is good for blood pressure and everything. It's a hawthorn berry, so it's very tart and everything. I'm gonna put 2 of these in my smoothie. So, but this is good for if you have high blood pressure, and putting 1 to 2 of these in there actually helps with the blood pressure very easily. So this is one of the reasons why I don't need high blood pressure medication. So, because it runs in my family. So, not my husband's, but it runs in mine. So, all right. So we seal it up. Nice and tight. And remember, this will not turn on unless this is fully sealed and in there. So even if it's just this part, it will not turn on. So it has to be completely sealed with everything in it. All right. It is a safety precaution. So I will show you as soon as I'm done with the blender on what it looks like in the end. Okay, so I put it through a blender for like only a couple of minutes, so it's not that long. Go ahead and take it off. Take the bottom off. You can see. And you got a nice smoothie. The cool thing is, it's got these bottoms, so you can use the lid as a cup. It tastes so good. With all those fruits and everything, you don't even taste the tartness of the little extra liquid I put in there. If anything, it's got a little extra tart, more so from the cranberry juice I put in there. Normally I do it with water, but I wanted some little extra antioxidant in it. So, all right, so next up, a nice delicious salad. So if you're going to be drinking something this healthy, might as well eat something healthy with it. Now, with the salad though, what I use is what's known as a bottom round piece of meat. On the bottom round, it's the cheapest meat you can get. It's really easy to cook. This I do not advise small children to do. If they want some bottom round, they can ask their parents to cook it for them. So, like I said, it's really cheap. You get about a pound and a half for $7 at Walmart, so it's not that bad. And if you buy that big bag of salad they have, and you can very easily make like 4 servings out of it and put in 2 bottom rounds in it in each serving. Excuse me. So it's not that hard. And also to let you know that well, I guess you can say this is our first sponsored video. So hold on a sec, and I'll bring in a sponsor. This video on YouTube has been brought to you by Munoz barbecue sauce. If you want a nice made at home barbecue sauce and support a small business, have some Munoz barbecue sauce. We have both sweet to heat, and also our tropical honey. We're also working on a spicy version as well, as we speak. So, if you would like to order any, you can email us at richardssauce@yahoo.com for some Munoz barbecue sauce. They come in a half a pint and a full pint. So that is our today's sponsor. So enjoy. So, now they got the whole thing going. I am going to have some of this Munoz barbecue sauce. It is a family-made recipe. This one I'm doing is a tropical honey. So, we're going to have our bottom round, excuse me. And this is more of a marination set, so it's a little liquid-like. Oops. Okay. So I only put a little bit in here. Oops. Didn't seal that all the way. That's my fault. So. Usually I let this marinate for at least a couple of hours. So, but I am not going to let it marinate that long. So, it's really late and I'm really hungry. But we have tried it. Our neighbors have tried it and they really enjoy it. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and let that marinate for a little bit. This jar can go into the fridge. So what we need for this one is at least a decent size frying pan. Oh, sorry, Athena. You do not belong in the kitchen, baby, okay? You know this. Right? So I got me a frying pan. This frying pan is going to be put onto medium-low heat. So, Athena, out of the kitchen. Sorry, Athena loves being in the kitchen with mommy. So, it's silly dog. Ah, here it is. And with the bottom round, because I know it's steak, but it's also marinating. Marinating or not, I like to add a little bit of butter, but that's only enough to coat the bottom because I do flip it, so that way it does not stick to the pan. So once I know the pan is hot enough, I'm going to be putting it on the pan. So while we're waiting for that, we're going to get our salad. So obviously it's starting to turn because I'm the only one that's eating it. So this is a little container of light buttermilk ranch. So I prefer buttermilk. The kiddos like regular ranch. I'm also going to put a little bit of cheese. Not a lot though. Just a little bit. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and put the butter on. So go ahead and turn the camera and so you can see. Okay. So we're going to take our butter. Just enough just to coat it a little bit. You can use salted or unsalted. I prefer using unsalted, but that's my preference. They like using salted butter, so. All right. We got our meat all nice and marinated for a bit. And this marination is going to have a nice tropical taste to it. So The combo that's in this barbecue sauce, you won't find it on the market. That I can tell you. Maybe at a food market if you live here in Weatherford, Texas. But other than that, you're not going to find the barbecue sauce anywhere else. So, website is being worked on as well. Alright. Go ahead and let that cook. Now, it does not take very long to cook this at all. It's pretty much more like a minute or two for both sides. So it really doesn't take that long. If it was to be covered, it would take more like 30 seconds. Okay. So remember, and this is on a low medium heat. Okay. So while that's being cooked, I'm going to go ahead and set up that bowl for the salad. Okay, so now that's been cooking, I got my bowl. I'm going to go ahead and flip this. Again, little kids should not be cooking this. Cooking the meat anyway. It might be okay for them to maybe the pre-cooked, put into a microwave for 30 seconds bacon, which sometimes I do like to do as well. So while it's cooking on the other side, don't worry, this one is not on. So I'm going to go ahead and put my salad in here while it's finishing up its cooking. And because I got doggies, I like to share some of the lettuce and stuff with the dogs, so they don't mind. Here you go, Athena. Sydney, you want some salad? There you go, Sydney. Okay. Here's one more for each of you. Alright, so while that's finishing up, it's almost done. I also like to add croutons to this. So, you don't have to add croutons if you don't want to. A lot of these products I get at Walmart, so I add my croutons. And yes, I know that's a lot of croutons. I love my croutons. So, alright, I'm going to just flip this over just one more time, because I like mine a little overcooked. So, that's just a personal preference. Alright, and since it's almost done, go ahead and get my ranch ready. And normally I use the big bottle to fill this up. Sorry, it's a little... Ouch. Ah! I'm so sorry. That was not supposed to happen. Ugh. Okay, Athena's gonna help me clean that up, and that's on the floor. I am so sorry, I apologize for that. So, thank you, Athena, for helping me out. So, since now I gotta clean that, the lid got stuck, so that's why it fell. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the bigger bottle. So, I just wash my hands up because of the ranch, so. Alright. So the chicken, not chicken, sorry. The beef is done. It's nice marination. Like I said, if you want, you can marinate it longer and then cook it. Right? And since I don't want the cheese to melt that quickly, I'm going to put the ranch on top. And this is why I like using this little one, because this does not have that little part. And it's more easier to control the ranch. So, and I'm able to use less too. So to me, this is a little much, but when you get out of that and not the little container that I like, or if you were using a smaller bottle, that's even better. Right? You don't have to do this, but I like to add just some cheese. And if I had some tomatoes, I'd be adding tomatoes as well, the little tomatoes. And there you go. So you have a nice, wonderful meal, a nice salad, and the smoothie to go with it. All right? You guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for stopping by.